living free now. We'll either live free or die.
So this is the Keene Activist Center. We're in here in the cafe, what used to be called the Lounge. These are some photos and stuff that a friend of ours goes by the name of Puke has taken all these photographs from over the years of different activism. This is the trespass of 12, where 12 people were charged with trespassing on one of the jails. Basically, they were circling around the jail trying to wave to prisoners. And
to whom belongs this place? Who is the owner of the place?
Ian Freeman.
I'm Ian Freeman, and I'm the host of Free Talk Live, a nationally syndicated radio talk show. I am one of the bloggers at freekeene.com, and I'm also a member of the Free State Project. The mission of the Free State Project is just to get 20,000 liberty-minded people to move here. It started back in 2001, kind of following in the footsteps of movements of people of a like mind that have concentrated themselves in one physical location to be more effective.
The courthouse is an intimidating place to be hanging out so early in the morning. There seems like support's here for this court case, and we're here to learn some information.
While we were here, we interacted with a couple high school students, and about a week after we did, one of them witnessed his friend and a fellow student at Manchester's West High School be approached by the school liaison officer, Darren Murphy, who was a Manchester PD employee, and what he witnessed was Darren Murphy, he asked the student, Frank Harrington, to return a purse that he had taken from his sister as a joke, as a sibling thing. He had planned to return it anyway. Frank gave the purse up, and when he was told that he was under arrest, Frank uttered an expletive. Darren Murphy didn't like what he heard, and instead of, being an adult and, proceeding, not initiating force or aggravating the situation, he grabbed Frank Harrington, ripped him out, slammed him on the table, clearly an excessive use of force and an assault.
Mr. D-Sharp!
Frank got suspended, later expelled. Darren Murphy was on the job the next day. Ademo put that video that had been captured by Mike online. He followed up, called Manchester PD seeking comment, and he called Manchester's West High School.
Ma'am, if you watch the video, before the...
I have watched the video.
Okay, well, before the child is slammed, the purse is returned. So my concern isn't so much with the purse, it's with the use of excessive force, and I wondered...
I wasn't even in the cafeteria, okay? I was not there. It is in the hands of the Manchester Police Department at this point, and I appreciate your concern, but it's really not a matter that I'm at liberty to discuss.
Okay, one last question. Is Detective Murphy at school today?
Yes, there he is.
Okay, and that doesn't concern you?
He's a police officer with the Manchester Police Department. He's here to protect other students. It doesn't concern me at all.
Well, I think it should, because it seems that he violated the rights of his students, and he also...
He didn't violate the rights of any students, but I'm not going to discuss this matter at any length.
How about...
I do appreciate it.
Excuse me, ma'am?
From those 3 phone calls that Ademo made, he's being charged with 3 felony counts of wiretapping, each of which carries a max of 7 years. So he's facing 21 years in a cage for merely trying to follow up, as any good journalist would do.
Please listen to charge number 584356C in the same docket number of the Superior Court, holding at Manchester within and for the county of Hillsborough, aforesaid. In the month of December in the year 2011, the grand jurors for the state of New Hampshire...
Well, I know it's confusing. I've got experience being in a courtroom. Most jurors have never been in a courtroom, but the jargon is designed to be confusing. The lawyers have their own language called legalese, where they have legal dictionaries, where words that we think we know what the definitions are can be defined completely differently. So you've got a word that's English, it looks English, but it actually has a slightly different definition in a legal dictionary, and then on top of that, in the actual law, they can take those words and redefine them in that specific section of the law. So it gets to be this really crazy, complicated mess.
Adam Mueller has been arraigned on these charges and has pled not guilty, and that this he puts himself upon his country for trial, which country you are.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I thank you for being here today. As you heard, my name is Adam Mueller, but everyone calls me Ademo. Today, I need the jury to tell the state that what I did doesn't warrant a punishment of any kind, let alone the 10.5 to 21 years I face in prison. I ask that after you hear the facts and see the video, you make your decision not by what Mr. Valentine and Judge Brown instruct you, but by what you feel is right.
Most of us learn at a very early age to play by the rules, that there's rules and laws to living in society. What you're going to hear over the next couple days is a story about someone who rejects that premise.
I'm 30 years old and moved to New Hampshire about 2 years ago. I came here because I was told this was the live free or die state, a place where personal freedom is respected by the people.
He says, I came here because I wanted to live free or die. I think that's a great motto.
So you see, I take freedom, the right to live your life without the involvement of government, very seriously.
But the fact of the matter is, he doesn't want other people to have rights. What he wants to say.
Just interrupt one time. I apologize to Valentine. If there's one more like that, I'll just clear it.
And you saw part of the community defense idea in action in the courtroom yesterday as well, where you literally had a nearly full courtroom.
Completely full.
90 people in the community coming out to show support for this person.
Our friend is being threatened with years in a cage.
Well, that's a good question.
You know, think about it. Think about it. You guys are tacitly helping this, at least. Helping this guy.
If it was your kid, you would want somebody to report it.
And how many people were there in support of the state?
Well, I remember, I think Nemi said that at one point when they did the all rise, 3 people stood up.
You are standing, you may sit.
I haven't denied the fact that I did not tell these people that I was filming them. I'll say that again. I did not tell them that I was filming them. I know Michael would like you to believe that I'm asking you to allow me to break the law, but that's just not true. I'm asking you to decide if this law applies to public officials. As I stated before, I'm all about personal freedom and responsibility. So if this jury decides that I've harmed someone, then I'm more than happy to make right with those people. I just don't understand how years in a jail cell will correct my actions or make my alleged victims whole. I think this case is more about the Manchester police trying to deter others from attempting to hold their officers accountable by making an example out of me.
The wiretapping involving Mary Ellen McGorry has the jury reached a verdict.
Yes, sir.
And how say was Mr. Miller guilty or not guilty? Guilty. Mr. Miller is guilty, so say you all, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. So say you all. And as to the charge of wiretapping involving Denise Michael, has the jury reached a verdict?
Yes, sir.
And how say was Mr. Miller guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Say Mr. Miller is guilty, so say you all, ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Yes.
And as to the charge of wiretapping against Mr. Miller involving Captain Hopkins, has the jury reached a verdict?
Yes, sir.
And how say was Mr. Miller guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Say Mr. Miller is guilty, so say you all, ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Yes.
Thank you. To be seated.
The prosecution recommended 12 months in jail with a bunch of time suspended. And suspended time means that when you're out, if you get arrested for something else, misdemeanor or felony, they can then bring back that jail time and put you back in. The judge cut it down to 90 days in jail and a bunch of time suspended.
The simple fact, Your Honor, is that the defendant's purpose in committing these crimes is to disrupt government. It's to disrupt public officials. It's to disrupt the court system, to try to make it so onerous that the state can't prosecute these crimes. This sentence is primarily about deterrence, both to the defendant as well as to the many supporters here today.
I haven't been deterred, Michael, just to let you know. I haven't been deterred one bit, sir. How about you guys? Have you been deterred?
No. Fuck you, man.
Does that bother you?
Sure, I suppose it does a bit. I certainly don't consider myself a sadistic statist fuck.